Scorpio, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are looking at the month ahead, so February. Okay, so please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. Every single like and comment and subscribe really does mean the world to me. And want to subscribe as well to keep an eye out for when we do start our next competition to win a free personal reading as well, coming up soon. This week I am using the Mystic Martian Oracle, relatively new deck, that one, and it's got some really sort of deep messages that do come along with that. I am using the Gilded Reverie Lenormand as our main deck, and also a love oracle, the Soul Connection When Two Hearts Meet love deck there. Okay, so getting into it for you, Scorpio, we're going to be dividing the month up, start, middle, and end. So we'll see what comes out for you. Okay, Scorpio, what's going on for Scorpio during February? Start, middle, and end of February for our Scorpios. Starting off with the Mystic Martians, giving us a bit of an overview for each section of the month. Okay, firstly, we have the Galactic Federation. Look at that, a meeting of all different types of minds, collaboration, meetings, and community. Okay, so bringing together a whole bunch of different mindsets and like as a collective, and really embracing other views. Having meetings with people with different mindsets from you, having a lot of those sorts of collaborations going on at the start of February for you. So even if that's only on a small level, it may just be meeting up with just one particular person who has a totally different way of thinking than you do, helping you bring some light to some situations. The great thing about the Galactic Federation card is, as you can kind of see, they're on a spaceship and you can see the stars above and all around them. So it does sort of bring to light that there's a lot of wishes around this meeting. Okay, it's kind of that collaboration of minds to help you work out how to make all your dreams come true. That kind of vibe coming through here for you, Scorpio. So for some of you, I am getting that it may be like a work meeting that is directly related to a wish coming true for you. Like maybe just something as simple as, wanting a promotion and having, a meeting with a few people in regard to, what sort of work you've been doing. Definitely can be talking about teamwork in that sense of work, having to work alongside others in order to meet a goal. But we'll have a look here with the Lenormand. Scorpio, what's going on for Scorpio at the start of February? Two wanting to come together. Oh, and I'm definitely seeing that meeting all over again. Okay, two more for the start of February for Scorpio, please. Ooh, okay, so for a lot of you, this may, like, I'm still getting that work thing for a few of you though, but we do have the Garden has come out directly with the Heart as well. So this is definitely love related for a couple of you here. But for others of you, this is more to do with, your love for something, your passion for something, your romancing something. So even if that is a work thing, it's kind of like talking about, something that you really love about your career, or even if that is just the money and wanting that promotion, but once again, we're seeing that meeting taking place, that social aspect there with the Garden that is about community and social aspects, meeting up with people. So once again, we're seeing that exact same energy, that meetings happening. So for a lot of you, there is some sort of important meeting going on here. With the Garden, it does let us know it can be, public spaces related. So getting along with people in a public space, having, this random chance meeting of somebody, like you're out to coffee with friends and you run into somebody who actually, really helps, collaborate something else for you. It's kind of that, all things sort of coming in together somehow. So for a lot of you, this may be happening through something that you love, or someone that you love. So in that example of, going out to coffee with a loved one, and that is actually leading you on to, have some random chance meeting with someone who's going to help you, collaborate with some other stuff, those sorts of things. But I am definitely getting that there's a strong sort of social meeting kind of aspect coming through there. So, for a lot of you, this is going to be, a more organized, structured type meeting, where you're intentionally meeting up with, maybe two or three people, maybe even more. It could definitely be some sort of event where you're meeting a whole group of people, that sort of stuff. But it is leading you to security and stability with the house here. So for some of you where that is a love connection, that we saw that heart coming out there, we are heading into security and stability. It's a meeting about how we're going to stabilize this love connection. Maybe we're moving in together, that sort of thing. But once again, I'm still getting the work thing. So it could definitely be that work meeting where you're, having this conversation about, I want security with my position. I want to know that, I'm signing a contract for X amount of time. So I've got a stable income and I'm secure in my job. I know that it's not going to sort of just drop off the face of the earth overnight, that kind of thing. And it does lead you to this book energy, which is brand new chapters starting for you. Okay. It's like the story of you, Scorpio, the book energy. And I do feel as though for those of you where this is a work related thing, this definitely could talk about, needing to do some sort of research, in order to, secure that all for yourself. There may be the need to, the meeting may be about, okay, if you want this long-term security with this position, you do need to undertake some further training, that sort of thing. It can talk about research, knowledge, that kind of stuff. But overall, I do feel as though that's just talking about a brand new chapter sort of starting for you here, with this security. So it's kind of like, well, you may have been a little bit up in the air, but then moving forward, you've got a lot more security and stability to know where you're going. And it's sort of bringing in a lot of sort of brand new chapters for you. It's like, up until here, your story has been this, and now all of a sudden you can see exactly where that story is going, and what the ending is sort of starting to look like. You're able to write your own narrative a little bit though, and really start fresh. It's like a fresh page, a brand new book that you've got to fill in, that kind of thing. So it definitely could involve, for some of you where this is a more structured, work-based meeting, definitely could involve some sort of paperwork as well, like signing documents, signing off on things, signing off on education, those sorts of things as well. But leading into the middle of the month, we do see it feels like a bit of a shift here for you, other than for those of you where this is a love-based thing. Okay, we do have the Ouroboros. Okay, so that does say infinity, eternal, past life. So for those of you where this is meeting up with someone that you love and care about, you may be having this conversation about how can we have this security between us in the long term. It is looking to this Ouroboros energy, where it's like looking at infinity, eternity together, maybe recognizing that you have had some sort of past life connection with this person as well. For others of you, this is sort of standalone energy, where we are looking at something else completely, but I do need to clarify what that's all about. But I do feel strongly that if this is a love thing, it's just sort of showing us that this is, that eternal flame, that eternal kind of soul connection coming through here. And once again, we're getting that element of security. We see that the woman, wrapped up neatly inside that snake energy there. So it's kind of like, well, it's not really a snake, it's got the wings and everything. But that's traditionally what an Ouroboros is a snake eating its own tail. So it sort of goes on forever. It's an infinite loop. But the ring imagery of that also does talk about strong relationships, those stable connections, those eternal connections, that sort of stuff as well. So I'm definitely feeling that that is linking up for those of you where this is love connections that you're meeting, because this definitely, if you're a single Scorpio, this definitely could be someone brand new that you're just randomly meeting by chance out in a public setting, or more collaborative meeting type setting, those sorts of things, and it's going to really give you a lot of stability and security moving forward into the next chapter of your life here. But I am getting that there's something else there, but I will just grab some Lenormand for you and see if we can work that what that is for you. Okay, middle of February for our Scorpios, please. Okay, so very interesting energy here. It's going back to that love message a little bit here. Um, Firstly, I've got the clouds energy, Scorpio, but I just want to clarify that. Clarify the clouds for Scorpio mid-February, please. Why are we seeing the clouds for Scorpio mid-February? Oh, okay. So that was clarified by the child energy here. So it is kind of just letting us know that you're thinking something through very carefully. Sometimes the clouds can be talking about, overthinking and leading you to confusion and clouded judgment. But I'm not getting that here with the child. Clarifying that the child really does bring an innocent sort of energy to this, and it just shows us that you're thinking things through very clearly, and you are very in the middle of the month here, you are thinking about things very innocently, and I can grow up to be whatever I want kind of energy, looking at having a lot of energy in your thoughts of amazement and potential and possibility, and everything is an adventure. This is some sort of awesome adventure for you, but you are trying to think things through very rationally and carefully as well. But it does just sort of remind us to find the joy in things and make sure we are looking at the silver linings in the clouds, and not allowing any sort of dark thoughts to penetrate our energy during the middle of the month there. For some of you, where this is maybe a love thing, I'm just picking up that there may be a little bit of fear. You're kind of overthinking the negative possibilities that this might not be what it might not be that eternity, that past life connection. You're kind of in that sense, some of you are a little bit overthinking, but just from fear, like, so kind of like that vibe of you just being so comfortable without love in your life that all of a sudden when love is here, it's like, what do I do? That kind of energy. So it's just reminding you to really embrace your inner child and find the sense of fun and adventure here, and have your thoughts very sort of light and fluffy, instead of allowing yourself to sort of get swept away with any negative thinking. We do have the rider coming in straight after that there, which does sort of let us know that, there is good news on the way for you, and the things that you are thinking about, you are going to be receiving good news in regard to those things. And it's kind of like, letting us know that all this stuff that's been happening for you at the start of the month, it is going to continue for you. The good news is that this I feel like there's just, once again, a few moments of doubt for you in the middle of the month, and it's just reminding you that, yeah, good news, it's definitely stable and secure for you. You can sort of rely on this energy. It's definitely going to hold up for you here, especially too, because the other part of that connection, the good news coming towards you, we do have the flowers. So this is kind of like a reward for all your hard work, and the pleasure and the enjoyment, and being able to start new adventures and being able to think very positively about things. And it's really a beautiful energy, the flowers here. It is a very giving energy, so it's kind of like the universe giving you everything that you have been working towards, everything that you do truly deserve here, Scorpio. So definitely a beautiful energy, but it does also remind us too that it's a reciprocal energy. So making sure that we're giving as much of ourselves as we can as well. So giving time, love, energy to the things that are important to you, and you will receive in return. Okay, so very, very beautiful looking month for you here, Scorpio. I am just sort of feeling that this meeting, it may take you unawares, even though I'm sort of warning you about that now. There is sort of, I'm just sort of feeling a bit of like a unexpected kind of energy, that even if you're expecting it, it's kind of happening in a really fun way that works. It's just kind of very like synchronous type of thing, where it's everything kind of falling into place exactly how it's supposed to for you here. At the end of February, we do have the water element. So your element, Scorpio, there may also be some strong Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces around you as well, but this does talk about reflection, kindness, and compassion. So especially coming off that flowers energy, making sure we are giving our kindness, giving our compassion if we're wanting to receive that from others as well. Reflecting upon, what a crazy month it's been. I feel for a lot of you, the end of February, you're just going to have this moment just where you take to yourself. I feel this is about you mostly, Scorpio, just sort of looking inward and reflecting on, like, wow, how did that all just happen? Like, what? Like, catching up with it all sort of energy. But we'll get some Lenormand on that as well. The end of February for Scorpio, please. I just feel like it's going to be a really great month for you, Scorpio. It's feeling really positive. Clarify why we're seeing those two cards, please. Clarify why we're seeing those two cards. Clarify why we're seeing those two cards for Scorpio at the end of February. One more to clarify that for Scorpio, please. One more to clarify that for Scorpio. What is that in regard to for Scorpio at the end of February, please? Well, I am seeing the hidden energy as we've got the sun, which is happiness. We've got the friendship card, and then the letter. So there may be and the sun can talk about revealing things as well. So when you are in that reflecting process at the end of the month, there may be the need to talk through this with a friend or something like that. I'm just sort of feeling someone that is supportive of you, and doesn't necessarily mean it's an actual friend, but there may be the need for you to sort of reflect with someone, reveal your fears, your worries, your thoughts to somebody here, and get some advice, kind of thing, like just talk it through with somebody, I feel, because I do feel like it's all just happening, really quickly this month for you, and that is kind of throwing you a little bit at the end of the month. You're kind of like, ah. We do have the ship first and foremost. So it's kind of like, Scorpio, are you ready? Like, get your bag. We're getting on this ship and we're going and we're, starting this brand new adventure, and we're going to set sail like right now. Are you ready? Like, and that's, I think, where this is coming through of like, whoa, that like happened a lot quicker than I was like thinking it would. For some of you, it could definitely be involving some sort of travel, all right, because we do have a couple of travel cards here. So the rider that we saw before and the ship are both traveling cards as well. So there may be some quick sort of movement and traveling that is necessary with all this as well, especially toward the mid and end of the month. But the reason I needed some extra clarity there, we do have the whip followed by the snake. Okay, so that was clarified by the clockwork. So once again, it's that vibe of, wow, this is just happening too quickly. Like, I'm just like, the time that this took was just like unexpected. It was like, is this too soon? Is this too quick? Is this the right time to start this journey? Like, I feel like it's a little bit of worry here, because the whip is, it can be like tension and trouble, self-conflict. It's kind of just you in a little bit of self-conflict, I think, a little bit of fear at the end of the month that this is all, happening too quickly, and all of a sudden the cuckoo clock is going, blah. So it's kind of just taking you by surprise a little bit, just how quickly things have happened, and it's all just sort of snowballed, and all of a sudden it's like ready, set, go, and you're like, whoa, okay. Because that snake energy too, it does talk about that self-deception, that you're kind of just, in this conflict, just giving yourself a bit of tension, just out of, deceiving yourself that, oh, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can, jump in the deep end and start this adventure or not. Like, I feel like it's just addressing your fear here. The snake also does remind us, though, that at the end of the day, follow your true passion. The snake does talk about passion and your goals and your ambition in life, that fire, get that side of things going. Have the passion and the ambition at the forefront instead of the fear. All right. So I do feel as though that's just a timing issue. You're just kind of going like, oh, it's all happening so quickly. Is this the right time? Do I need more time? That kind of thing. The second clarifier I got here was the pathway card, the crossroad card there. As you can see in this deck, it is the two doorways. So it's kind of like asking you, are you ready to walk through this doorway? Because, this is the right path for you. It is the right path for you as long as you're following your true passion and your ambition here. This is the right choice for you. This is the right choice to start this adventure. It's asking you, there is just this moment where you do need to actively choose to, get on that boat and set sail kind of energy. So it's, even if you're scared, even if you've got a bit of fear and self-doubt happening and you're in a bit of conflict, it's kind of just letting you know that, you're making the right choice. This is the right path for you here, Scorpio. Even if you're like, oh, this is happening so quickly, I'm not sure if it's the right time. That's kind of letting us know you're making the right choice, and this is definitely the right path for your life here. All right. So, wow, that's all come out just like, wow. My readings this week have been like much longer than I was expecting them to be, but yours has just come out just, I find sometimes that, when I'm picking things up like that, it just comes out really quick. But we'll have a look at romantic love specifically as well, because I do feel like for some of you this is connected to romantic love, and especially too with that ship energy that may actually be like, oh, I have to move to be closer to this person. They have to move to be closer to me. Maybe that's what that ship is in regard to, if this is love. But once again, like I said, I feel like this is more just self-reflection of like, oh wow, this is really happening. I really need to like get this going, and it's ready to go. Is it the right time? Do I start now? Just a bit of self-fear there. But I do strongly feel still that for quite a few of you, this is work related as well. Okay, Scorpio. What's going on for Scorpio in February with romantic love, please? Scorpio, romantic love for February. Wow. Okay, so starting off, we've got the honor card there that does say honor your loved one and you will notice your relationship becoming stronger. So, honor means a lot of different things to different people. I'm just going to leave that one with you, Scorpio. Honor your loved one, showing respect, showing honor that, and to yourself as well. Honor your, once again, like when I saw that snake coming out and I was saying, following your true passion, your true ambition, honor that, honor your true feelings, your true emotions, your true self. Okay, make sure you're honoring that as well as, honoring another person as well, but also doing things in an honorable way when it comes to this connection as well. We do have that moment of confusion here coming through as well. So that's the confusion card. It does say all seekers of truth experience confusion. Ask the divine to provide the answers you need. So it's kind of just letting you know that, confusion is normal. And so for those that's come through in the same section for the clouds energy, which, like I did say, sometimes, you can overthink things that do lead you to confusion. And it's just reminding you to try to keep those thoughts light and fluffy and look at the positive potential outcomes rather than the negative. But at the end of the day, confusion is normal. Confusion helps us, assess where we're going, where we've been, how we truly feel about things as well. Kind of normal, part and parcel of everything. But then we do see the signs card. Okay, watch out for signs leading you to true love. All right, so for some of you there, that's sort of telling me straight away that when we're going all the way back to the start and we're talking about that meeting, and I was saying for some of you it may be an unexpected meeting, this is telling me that if you, just all of a sudden just drawn to, oh, do you know what? I feel like I might go to that coffee shop and just have a coffee. I feel like I might ring that friend and ask them if they want to meet up today. I feel like I want to go to the beach and, just meet up with some friends at the beach, or you get invited somewhere. It's watch out for the signs, guys. If you're feeling drawn to something or someone in particular, there's probably a reason. All right, so even if that's that being drawn to someone, just a friend that you haven't seen for a while, and you're like, I want to meet up with them, and you rock up to their house and there's someone there you've never met before, and also watch out for signs that might lead you to your true love. Because the hidden energy that we've got for the romantic section here, we've got the true love card. So you're definitely being led to true love here. Oh, and underneath that, we've got marriage and respect. So definitely looking at a potential union in the near future for you, Scorpio. True love. True love comes when you least expect it. Okay, so make sure you're keeping an eye out for those signs as well. So once again, I'm feeling that for the signs, it's just you getting drawn to certain things this month, and your intuition kind of going, oh, maybe I'm going to go left today instead of right. And, that's leading you in the right direction for where you should be at this current point in time. But, the signs can also talk about, like synchronicities, seeing the same numbers over and over again, seeing the same names over and over again, hearing the same song continually. Like if you're, imagine if you have been hearing a specific song like so many times and it's just everywhere you go, you hear this song. And then you're walking down the street and you hear this song coming out of a cafe. All of a sudden you're feeling drawn to go into that cafe, Scorpio. So those sorts of signs I'm picking up on here. I'm also hearing ducks as well. So I don't know, that might be for somebody as well. Like we did see the swans in that card there, the heart card, but I'm hearing ducks. Okay, so if maybe someone likes to, go and feed the ducks, or, there's somewhere near you that has, like duck imagery or something like that. I'm also like, yeah, I'm just getting someone might be wearing like a shirt with a duck on it or something like that. So follow the signs. If you see some ducks, that might be a sign for you this month, Scorpio. A very, very random image to get there, but ducks. Awesome. Okay, well, good luck with it all, Scorpio. I hope it all works out really well for you. Let me know how it goes and what that meeting ends up being, because it's going to be different things for everybody. Like I keep using the example of, the coffee shop, because, that's something a lot of people do. Especially here in Australia, we're addicted to coffee. Well, I personally, we do have a very big cafe kind of lifestyle, and we'll all sit there in the cafe with our coffees and meet up with friends and work, and it's a whole lifestyle here in Australia with coffee. I understand it's not as big elsewhere in the world, but here in Australia we've perfected the coffee date. It's good. All right, well, that's what we've got for you, Scorpio. You're more than welcome to check your other placements as well, but hopefully I'll see you all soon.